Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. From the sounds of it, Paul Walker was having a pretty good day on November 30, 2013. By then, 20 years had passed since he'd made his daytime debut as Brandon Collins, the teenage dreamboat to whom Victoria Newman wouldn't give the time of day. The 40-year-old was not only a movie star, boasting a resume that went from thrillers such as Joy Ride to blue-chip films like Clint Eastwood's Flags of Our Fathers. He was central to the hit The Fast and the Furious franchise. At the time, he was working on the 7th movie in the series. But that all changed at about 3:30 in the afternoon, after leaving an event for his charity, Reach Out Worldwide, which sought to provide aid to victims of Super Typhoon Yolanda. Walker was involved in an accident with his friend Roger Rodas, who drove his sports car into a lamppost and 2 trees. So horrific was the incident that it left both of their bodies burned beyond recognition. The world, understandably, was devastated. Walker hadn't just been a modern-day matinee idol. He'd been a hell of an actor, and on top of that, one who had seemed like an innately decent fellow. Actually, he hadn't just seemed innately decent. As Eric Braeden told KCAL9 in Los Angeles in 2013, what you saw was what you got with Walker. The two had worked together twice. The first time was during Walker's short Young and Restless stint, when Victor's daughter, then Heather Tom, now Katie on The Bold and the Beautiful, was so besotted with older man Ryan McNeil that she hardly noticed that oceans were envious of the blue of Brandon's eyes. Check out the then newbie below, Terrence Scott Reeves, a new one. Braeden and Walker then re-teamed as father and son in the 1998 comedy Meet the Deedles with Steve Van Wormer, below as Walker's brother. The up-and-comer was just so unpretentious. Braeden told the CBS affiliate, an easygoing, Southern California guy. I've worked with quite a few young people over the years, he added, but I had a feeling that he would make it on the big screen. You find very few actors with his basic honesty or sincerity. November 30th marks a bittersweet moment for fans, not just of The Young and the Restless, Y&R, but for anyone who remembers the talented, charismatic actor Paul Walker, who tragically passed away on this day in 2013. Known for his iconic role as Brandon Collins on Y&R, Paul Walker's death left a profound impact on the world. Though his time on the soap opera was brief, his presence was unforgettable, and his contributions to the entertainment industry continued to resonate. In honoring Paul Walker's memory on the anniversary of his passing, we look back on his contributions, both to The Young and the Restless and to the world, and explore how he touched lives in a way few actors can. Beyond the on-screen roles and accolades, Walker's legacy extends into philanthropy, environmental causes, and the way he inspired millions through his humility and unwavering passion for life. Paul Walker's role as Brandon Collins on The Young and the Restless was one of his earliest performances in the world of daytime television. Brandon was a young man caught in the complicated web of Genoa City's elite families, a character whose life intertwined with several core figures of the show. Walker's portrayal was filled with warmth and complexity, showing his ability to tap into a character's emotional depth and connect with audiences, despite the brief duration of his stint. Walker entered the soap opera in 1993, a time when Y&R was at the height of its popularity. As Brandon, he played a character who was the son of the wealthy but troubled family patriarchs, Catherine Chancellor and Philip Chancellor II. The show's narrative placed him in numerous dramatic situations, with his character grappling with relationships, misunderstandings, and family conflicts, common themes in any soap opera. Yet Walker's portrayal set Brandon apart from the rest. His genuine charm, combined with a sensitive and sincere demeanor, allowed him to shine as an actor early in his career. Though his time on Y&R was short-lived, lasting only a couple of years, Walker left an indelible mark on the show and on his fans. He was able to bring an authenticity to the character, capturing the audience's attention with his easygoing charm and the raw vulnerability he brought to the role. His departure from the show came as a surprise to many, leaving viewers with a sense of what might have been had Brandon Collins remained a fixture in Genoa City. While Y&R was just one chapter in his career, it marked the beginning of a much larger and more successful journey in Hollywood. His experience on the soap opera helped establish his name in the industry, setting the stage for his iconic role in the Fast and Furious franchise. But it was his time as Brandon that revealed the qualities which made Paul Walker a beloved figure in the entertainment world. His grounded nature, his ability to connect with others, and his unassuming presence that made him relatable to millions. While Paul Walker's career in front of the camera remains a central part of his legacy, it's important to remember the man he was off-screen. Walker's passions extended far beyond acting, and his character in real life was as inspiring as any of his roles. He was known for his philanthropic efforts, particularly his involvement with the organization Reach Out Worldwide, ROWW, a disaster relief nonprofit he founded. Through ROWW, Walker worked tirelessly to provide aid to communities affected by natural disasters, taking part in relief efforts in places like Haiti and the Philippines. His commitment to helping others reflected his deep empathy and respect for the world around him. For Walker, acting was just one avenue to make a difference, but it was his personal endeavors that showcased his true character. It wasn't enough for him to be a star. He wanted to ensure that his platform allowed him to make a meaningful contribution to the world, especially in times of crisis. Paul Walker was also a passionate advocate for environmental causes, often promoting sustainable practices and showing concern for preserving the planet's natural beauty. His love for nature was well documented, from his admiration for marine life to his appreciation of the outdoors. As an avid scuba diver, Walker's connection to the ocean was one of the cornerstones of his persona, and it became an area of focus for his post-acting endeavors. His advocacy for the environment continues to inspire eco-conscious individuals today, as many of the causes he championed are still active through his foundation. But even beyond his charitable efforts, Walker's personal relationships were testament to his character. Friends and family members consistently spoke about how down-to-earth and humble he remained throughout his career. Despite his fame, Walker never exhibited the typical celebrity ego. His approachability and kindness made him a favorite among fans, and those who had the chance to work with him often recall his professionalism and sincerity. When Paul Walker tragically passed away on November 30, 2013, the world was shaken. He died in a car accident while attending a charity event for ROWW, the organization he held so dear. The news of his passing sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond, with tributes pouring in from fans, fellow actors, and colleagues alike. For many, it felt as though the world had lost a bright light, someone whose influence reached far beyond the silver screen. For the young and the restless fans, Walker's death was particularly poignant. His portrayal of Brandon Collins may have been brief, but it left a lasting impact. He was a rising star, one whose career seemed poised for even greater accomplishments. His death marked a moment of collective grief for the soap's audience, especially for those who had witnessed his early work and recognized the potential he had to become a household name. What stands out most about Paul Walker's passing is how his death brought people together. Not just fans, but communities. His work through ROWW, his dedication to others, and the example he set as a human being continues to inspire people today. His tragic passing only magnified the values he lived by: living with purpose, giving back, and cherishing the moments that matter most. On the anniversary of his passing, we remember Paul Walker not only as Brandon Collins from The Young and the Restless, but as a man whose life touched millions. Though his time on the show is short, his legacy is one that will continue to endure for years to come. As fans and admirers, we hold on to the memories of the characters he portrayed, the causes he championed, and the kindness he shared with the world. His death was a tragic loss, but his spirit lives on through the lives he changed and the countless ways he made the world a better place. As we honor Paul Walker today, we remember not only his contributions to the young and the restless, but the impact he had on all of us. Forever Brandon, forever an inspiration.